Hello again, year 5 and 6. We're just looking here today at units of time. So one of your tasks today will be to look at these blue and green boxes and match them up. Okay, and I think that's called task 3 on your sheet. So here are the answers today. There are 60 minutes in an hour, there are 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 14 days in a fortnight, 365 days in a year, I should say a year there, and 12 months in a year. And you'll need those facts with all of the work that you're doing today. So we're going to look at a few examples where we convert units of time. So I think the easiest way to do this is to think, well, how many seconds are there in 1 minute? That's your basic fact. So if there are 60 seconds in 1 minute, that's a good starting point. Writing down the fact and then thinking, right, well, if 1 minute has 60 seconds, there's several ways I can do this. What I could do is I could write out 2 minutes. So that's going to be another 60, so that's going to be 120. I could do 3 minutes, would be 180. And then I could do 4 minutes, would be 240, because you're counting in 60s there. So the answer would be 240 seconds equals 4 minutes. And when you're writing it out, can you write out the full thing out so that teachers can find that easily? Another way you could do that is, particularly the year 6s who've done a bit of work on ratio and proportion, you know if you've got a basic fact of 60 for every 1 minute, then you could go straight from 1 to 4 minutes by multiplying by 4, and it will get you to the same answer. Okay, so 4 times 60, I would do that as smile multiplication. 4 times 6 is 24, put the 0 on the end, so the answer is 240 seconds, and that gives you the same answer. Okay, so another one now. Okay, so how many days in a week? Because you've got so many different units, it's important to write down your basic fact. So I would be writing down here, my basic fact is that there are 7 days in 1 week. Okay, so using the same process, I could either count up in 7s until I get to, because I've got 6 weeks and I'm trying to work out how many days I need here. So I can count up in like that, and count up in 7s. Okay, like this, and that will give me the answer 42. Or, as I showed you earlier, if you know the basic fact that there is 7 days in 1 week, well then to find 6 weeks, I'm going to multiply that by 6, and then 7 times 6 is 42. Can you see how it gives you the same answer? And you choose whichever way you want to do it. Okay, and then you've got the same one here. How many months in a year? Try and write down your fact every single time. So we know, and we've written this down somewhere, that there are 12 months in a year. Then basically, we're trying to think, well, how many years will I need to get to 72? Well, what I could do is I could just count up in 12s. So if there are 12 months in 1 year, there are going to be 24 months in 2 years, and then carry on counting in 12s. Hopefully I won't make a mistake like I have done in the last few videos, but you know, we're only human. And then we keep going up to counting up. So we've got, and we'll just keep going, and then you can see there that you've seen the number 72 months, and so that will be 6 years. Okay? An alternative, and I think that's the easiest way to start with, is writing them out on your page. It takes a bit of time, but it's good practice. A quicker way of doing it might be to say, well, I know there are 12 months in a year, and I have the fact 72, so you think how many 12s go into 72. Now, you know your tables, you'd be able to do that, or you could do 72 divided by 12, but that's going to be multiplied by 6. So that's going to be, this side will also be multiplied by 6, will give you 6 years. Okay. So So those ones there are fairly straightforward. Now this one, how is it different? Well, you've got a funny looking number here, but I think it's always worth writing down your basic facts. So just keep, because that'll get them stuck in your head as well. So we know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute, and we should have written that down somewhere. So we're trying to get up to 142, and we're going to count the whole minutes first. So if 1 minute is 60, then 2 minutes is going to be 120 seconds. Now, if I did go to the third minute, that would be to 180. Now, I don't really want to go to 180 because that will be past my target number. So I know that if 2 minutes is 120 seconds, then I've got to find the difference between the 142 and the 120. So if I did something like, I could do a written calculation like this to find the difference. That means 2 minutes was 120, so I need another 22 seconds. Okay, so if I'll write that down here, 22 seconds, and I already had my 2 minutes. So if I went back to my original calculation, we can say 142 seconds is 2 minutes, which is the 120 seconds, plus the 22 seconds, which will give you 142 seconds. So again, please write these all out for your teachers, but you're going to have the full answer like that. Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll set you away on your work. So this one is about hours, turning hours into days and hours. So again, every single time, it's really good to have it. Write down your facts. There are 24 hours in one day. So again, I'm going to be counting up in 24s to see how many full days and then seeing whether there's anything left. So double 24 will give you 48, which is going to be 2 days. Okay, can I add another 24 onto this? I think I can. Okay, so if you're not sure, you could write it at the side. Okay, but I'm pretty sure, hopefully we'll avoid some errors, but it's 72 hours is 3 days. Now, if I added another 24 onto there, that would take me past 90. So I don't want to do that now. So I know that it's going to have 3 days in the answer, but now I've just got to work out the difference between the two to find out how many hours there are. So to find the difference, remember it's always a takeaway. Now you might be able to do this in your head and that's fine, or you could do as a little bit in method. Okay, so I think there are 18 hours left. Okay, now that makes sense. If I add 18 onto 72, that's 90. So to recap, you've got 3 full days with 72, and then you've got another 18 hours, which, so 3 times 24 is 72, 72 add 18 is 90, so that is the correct answer there. Again, please write down your full answer so your teachers can help you with what question you're on. And so now, if you will set you away, there are a few more puzzles on this PowerPoint that you'll get in your pack, but I'm not going to go through those now. So if you just maybe set yourself away with your work. Good luck.